Hey everyone, Ittarra here, bringing you a bit of a follow-up video for my previous video about the pachinko machines and why I said it's not necessarily a bad thing. What I'm going to show you in the background here is just a couple of casual matches, one where I get 3-0'd and one where I've actually learned from the previous match. Anyway, the reason why I say the pachinko machine is not a bad thing for Soulcalibur standards is solely because of the pattern that it followed previously. If you look in the video, the original video itself, it shows Tekken and then it shows God Eater. Realistically, Tekken is understandable, but God Eater? How many of you have legitimately heard or played God Eater? For me, that was a relatively unknown game. I'm like, what the hell is this? Now, the reason why I feel that seeing a pachinko machine is both upsetting and not really is just solely because of the fact that the pachinko slots and so on and so forth is by far, I believe, the single most popular gambling machine or gambling outlet inside of Japan. And the thing is Tekken 7 started with that. God Eater started with that. Now you see where I'm going with it. Now, am I disappointed? Yes, because I want Soulcalibur 6 just as bad, if not more, than other people and everything else because, live, breathe, and everything, all that. But realistically, it's not exactly the end of the world, and that's the best part, because going by what Tekken 7, or Tekken in general, and then the God Eater and everything else, showing this means that there's something going on, something more going on than we're actually getting led on to believe in everything else. I feel like this was the first. I feel like this happened with Tekken 7 as well before it got announced. So the way I'm understanding it and the way I believe it, you guys can form your own opinion and everything else. Just because that it's not what we want, it doesn't mean that Soulcalibur is dead. I know I said that, but that was it. I know I said that in the previous video, but that was just solely a joke. That was all it was. Because what I firmly believe is, I firmly believe that anybody that puts money into the Soulcalibur pachinko slots is going directly to funding Soulcalibur 6. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because it seemed like that's what happened with Tekken, and that's what happened with God Eater. Now, on top of that, I would want to say that while Soulcalibur 6 would fit the deadline, or would fit the timeline between Soulcaliburs being 4 years, the reason why I think it's being held off is solely because of the fact that when it comes right down to it, no matter what, Tekken 7 deserves the hype that it gets. While it has been out for pretty much a year in arcades and so on and so forth, it hasn't had its console release yet, so let's let it have its hype. Because I believe Tekken Tag Tournament 2 was released 2 years after Soulcalibur 5. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And really, it's not that big of a gap when you think about it in that manner. At most, we'll probably wait a year more for not more information, I shouldn't say that, for an actual release of any kind. While the pachinko slot was a disappointment, I'm not trying to defend Namco or anything else, it was a disappointment. Believe me, I was more than disappointed in it. It doesn't mean that it's the end. While it does leave a bad taste in your mouth, and because, Namco Bandai has been doing this so much and everything else, it's not necessarily the end. Now, I want to be hopeful for it, because realistically, why not? It's a great fighting game. But also on top of the fact that it follows a different pattern, and that pattern, like I said, was Tekken 7 got it, God Eater got it, so why not? And it's one of those things where it's like, until you know for a fact that nothing's being made, then there's a chance that it's going to be made. Now, I'm not saying that, it's going to be the next Mega Man or something like that. God, please don't let it be the next Mega Man. We don't want that. We want it now. We don't want it to be locked away in the basement to rot. But realistically, I don't think that Soulcalibur or this was a wrong move. It was a wrong move in the sense that we've been waiting so long for Soulcalibur 6, but as a whole, I think I understand what they're doing. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like I said before, everyone has their own opinions. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be their fair share of cynical and everything else and pessimistic because of what's been going on for the past few years with this series. But I want to say I remained hopeful, because it's not right to give up on something you love like that. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of this match, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave a like, comment your opinion, and if you really want to help me out, hit the subscribe button down below and join Oda's order today. Remember, only you can keep the order. Yes, nailed it. Take care, everyone, and be safe. Later.